I think we can all relate to Lola when she refuses to eat a certain food she doesn't like, with that particular food being a tomato.
I do not eat peas, or carrots, or potatoes, or mushrooms, or spaghetti, or eggs, or sausages. I do not eat cauliflower, or cabbage, or baked beans, or bananas, or oranges, and a kilo or rice, or cheese, or fish fingers. And I will not ever eat a tomato.
But at least with her, she didn't go as far as to throw her silverware down onto the floor and make such a fuss about it, like LBB did.
Hello, Control Tower. It's Daddy Tango Zulu asking permission to land. Permission granted. We're opening the door.
No, this soup isn't nice at all.
Be careful, little bear. I'll end up getting angry.
But I still don't want to eat my soup.
Right, that's enough, little bear. If that's how you want it, you won't get anything else.
You can go to your room.
Or even waste all of her food like the little princess did.
They offered all kinds of different dishes to the princess. No, I don't like any of these. None of them taste good, and I won't eat them. Give me cake and chocolate, okay?
You can have a dessert after you eat.
And if you don't eat your meal, then you can't have dessert either, princess.
I don't care. Then I won't eat anything at all. And so she didn't eat.
In this video, I will be the, Oh, right. The public defender for Lola, as I will be attempting to prove herself innocent from any Caillouitis that could be drugged into her system. Now, let's get to our first case.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
The case of the stolen celebration. For this, we'll be diving into the Season 2, Episode 5 episode titled, This Is Actually My Party. So, it's Charlie's birthday in this episode, and like any other kid, we all want the positive attention to ourselves. However, Lola is, unfortunately not helping my case here, as we see in this first clip.
Look at all your birthday cards, Charlie. You got almost 8. Lola, you opened my cards. Look, this one's a talking card from Granny and Grandpa. Lola, I was really looking forward to opening all my cards by myself.
Come on, Lola, are you serious right now? How did you even manage to open all of those so fast? At that point, you might as well be even faster than Florence Griffin Joyner, aka the fastest woman alive here today on this earth. Let's move on. So it's clear at this point that Charlie wants to have a monster-themed party, but based on what we see on the face of Lola, you can tell that she is bored as hell with this whole thing. Now, I would think that she would be somewhat considerate to her brother in this instance, given that it's his birthday. You know, the one day a year where it can be about himself. The one day a year where he can feel truly happy and show it off to everyone. But I guess not every cartoon kid can be as perfect as the like ratio on my YouTube videos. Oh, come on! Lola replaces all of Charlie's decorations with her own and makes a completely new cake from scratch. Which, how does that even happen? Now, I understand that Lola isn't trying to intentionally piss off her brother, but just imagine waiting 364 days in a year to have a birthday party of your choice. It can be whatever you want, only for it to get screwed up by your little sister. An hour's gone by, and all of Charlie's friends have arrived, and they somehow don't notice the horror that is stained all over these walls. At this point, Charlie is starting to get a bit frustrated. I think that's the word. But you know what? I completely don't blame him. Lola continues to take reign of the whole party like it's her own, and finally pushes Charlie to the absolute limit by blowing out his own candles on his own birthday cake. Now, I bet you're all asking yourselves, why aren't you defending Lola here? What was the point of calling yourself a public defender in the first place? Well, for one, I would have reacted the same way if someone screwed up my own party like that. 2, her actions were in no way, shape, or form justified regardless if it was intentionally made to piss him off or not. And 3, she made Charlie reach his breaking point, which from all my years watching this show as a kid, was extremely rare. But like I said before, I'm sure Lola had no intention of screwing up her brother's party, and she even tries to make things right at the end by fixing the party to what it was before. Bravo for Lola. Cause I'm sure LBB, Thomas, Cusley, and Little Princess wouldn't even have a bit of that thought in their brains. Now keep in mind, this is only one episode, so we'll go on to the next one. That episode in question is Season 1, Episode 2, I Can Do Anything That's Everything on My Own. In this episode, we see Lola acting somewhat sassy to her older brother by refusing to let him help her with anything. Like, literally everything. Whether it be helping her sit on a chair or showing her how a seesaw works, which, by the way, who doesn't know how a seesaw works? Although, like I said before, we can't really shun her for the defiance in her behavior, because this type of behavior is what you typically see in children her age. Preschoolers between the ages of 3 and 5 start wanting to make their own decisions, like picking up their clothes or setting the table. This is completely normal for a girl of Lola's age, so I understand why she'd act the way she did. And I bet all of us acted like that as well. Okay, so far, we got an instance of Lola ruining her older brother's party, but aside of that, there's nothing really else to point out that would put her in the brat category. But you know what, we're gonna take one more look. And that look is the next episode, which took place after the episode I just covered, which is Season 1, Episode 3, I'm Not Sleepy and I Will Not Go to Bed. Now, I'm probably gonna sound hypocritical when I say this, but we've seen LBB, Little Princess, and Caillou pull this crap where they just outright refuse to fall asleep. And Lola is not any different here. Finding every excuse in the book to be refused to sleep, Charlie snaps again and points out that their dad will be up any minute. Wait, hold on. Isn't your dad dead or something? Now this is typical for any child to refuse to sleep at this point, and distractions, as Lola has experienced all of them in this episode, makes it even less likely for her to actually sleep. Now I just made myself a massive hypocrite because I've just defended all the brats with that saying. Don't worry though, I'll return to my typical format soon enough. Now if you all want to see a part 2 to this, let's see if we can reach 500 likes on this video. Until next time though, Lola has been proven not guilty.